Hi, so I'm Faisal Nazir. So I'm going to start the individual presentation. So the home care business analysis for the UK 7045 SSL Business Analytics and Intelligence, and the purpose of study impact of financial and economic variable in the home care industry in UK. So the literature review. So literature review on big data analytics in the decision making, business competitives, and the healthcare evidence generation, strategic market forecasting. The second last point is IoT in the supply chain, and the last one is governance and the decision performance. So and data gathering and analysis, there are 5 points: the data source, fame data period 2013 to 2022. So the third point is a variable under analysis, turnover, profit, loss, profit, taxation, net tangible asset, shareholder fund, profit margin. The second point is a descriptive analysis and the predictive analysis. The last one is Excel. And here is my data file shield. So there is a link also, OneDrive link, so you can check also. And the here in the descriptive analysis, in this file showing that the left side the shareholder funds and the right side is the turnover. So you can check, there is a all pointing showing everything is there. And here is the scatter plots and trend line. So in this scatter plot, I analyze the relationship between the shareholder fund independent variable and the turnover dependent variable with a trend line that helps visualize this correlation. The trend line equalization turn average equal 1.8576 multiply a shareholders fund plus 70 plus O indicate the debt for every one unit increase in shareholders fund turnover increased by approximately 1.86 units, showing a positive correlation between the two. The intercept suggestion that even when shareholder funds are zero, turnover could start around this value. The R square value of 0.4735 shows that about 47.357. The variance in turnover is explained by shareholder funds, reflecting a moderate level of explanatory power for the model. Thus, the implies that this implies that while there is a notable relationship, other factor may also significantly affect turnover. Therefore, while shareholder funds are an important predictor, incorporating additional variables might improve the model's explanatory strength for a more comprehensive understanding of turnover. So the next point is so in this correlation table, I can observe the strength and direction of relationship between various financial metrics. The highest correlation 0.87 is between net tangible asset and the turnover, indicates strong positive relationship. This suggests that at sorry, as net tangible asset increase, turnover tend to increase as well, likely implying that the company's physical assets contribute significantly to generating the revenue. This strong correlation may highlight the importance to tangible asset in driving the company's business performance. So on the other hand, the lowest correlation 0.036 is between profit margin and the net tangible asset. The value who is close to zero and the negative indicate a very weak and slightly inverse relationship. Essentially, changes in profit margin have little to no consistent association with net tangible asset, suggesting that profit margin is influenced more by other factor and is not directly tied to the company's tangible asset base. So the weak correlation, the weak correlation might imply that while asset drive revenue, they do not necessarily improve profitably margin directly. So together, these insights provide a deeper understanding of which financial elements are closely linked and which are more independent, helping us prioritize metrics in further financial analysis. So in this simple regression analysis, I is examining how shareholder funds affect turnover. The key result are as follow: multiple are 0.6881. This is the correlation coefficient showing a moderate positive relationship between the shareholder fund and the turnover. It suggests that as the shareholder fund increase, turnover also tends to increase. The R squared 0.4735 to the that tells us that about 47.35% the variation in turnover can be explained by shareholder funds. While this is a substantial proportion, it also means that the over 50% of turnover variance is likely influenced by the other factor not included in this model. So the third point is intercept the coefficient 6932854. This is the estimated turnover when shareholder fund are zero. So while it may not be directly interpretable here, it provides a baseline value of turnover in the absence of shareholder funds. The second last of the shareholder fund the coefficient 1.857. This coefficient indicates that for everyone 1 unit increase in shareholder fund and turnover increase by 1.8576 unit. This suggests that shareholder fund have a positive impact on turnover. So p value, the last point, the both p values are very low, indicate that these results statistically significant for the shareholder fund coefficient. This very low p value confirm that the positive relationship with turnover is unlikely to be due to random change. In summary, so this model shows a meaningful statistically significant positive impact of the shareholder fund on turnover, but it is also highlight that nearly half of the turnover variable may depends on the factors. So the next point is in this multiple regression analysis. I examining how various factors impact turnover. Case summary for the main findings. So multiple are 0.9311. The high value shows a very strong positive correlation between the combination of independent variable and turnover, indicating that our model is quite effective is explaining turnover variable. So the second R squared 0.8670 and R squared value of 86.7% mean that 86.7% of the variable in turnover can be explained by this model. This high percentage suggestion that the selected variable play a significant role in determining turnover, though some variable is still due to the other factor not included in the model. So key variable in significant impact uh, and a profit loss before taxation with the coefficient of 4.92. This variable shows that for each unit increase in profit before taxation, turnover increased by the approximately 4.9 into unit. The p value here is extremely low, significant. This variable strong statistic significances as a predictor. So the next net tangible asset, the coefficient of the 0.721 mean that each unit increase in net tangible asset is associated with with a 0.72 unit increase in turnover. This variable also has a very low p-value, indicating high statistical significance. So the profit margin, the coefficient for the profit margin is 391,836.16, suggesting an inverse relationship with turnover, especially if for each unit increase in profit margin, turnover decrease by approximately 391,836 units. So the p value for profit margin is very low, confirming that this negative effect is statistically significant. The finding implies that a higher profit margin might correct might correlation with the lower turnover, potentially indicating a strategic focus on the profitability over revenue growth. So the other variable, all our variables in the model have p values greater than 0.05, meaning they are not statistically significant predictors of turnover in this analysis. So the in this conclusion, that the model highlights the profit before taxation, next tangible assets, and the profit margin as the most significant drivers of turnover. Profit before taxation and the net tangible assets show a positive relation with turnover, while profit margin has a significant negative impact with the high or skewed values. The model successfully captured as a large portion of turnover variable, emphasizing the importance of these variable in understanding turnover dynamics. So here are some references. So thank you very much.